Okay, good morning, everyone. This is completely new format. So at the back is the our preparation decoration for the Vesak Day celebration this coming Sunday, and uh, it looks like I am in a virtual background, but it actually am at this in the shrine. Okay, as you can see, we are going to celebrate the Vesak Day. It's really beautiful celebration, and beautiful, right? Okay, so. Amitofo, I think that Jonathan. Okay, so thank you for saying hi to me, and I will be saying hi to you also, Jonathan. Okay, today is our Friday meditation. Actually, we know for those who are new member or new viewer, actually we do two sessions of seated meditation, and before that we are going to have a walking meditation. Because of the you know the limitation of the screen, we're going to do the rounds. I am going to do the rounds. Okay, go around. But if you are at home or in the office, you may, just try to walk in the aisle or around the room, right? Or you can just go to your, tea room and then come back. That will be also a great exercise. Right? But remember, when it called walking meditation, so the walk should be full of mindful, and also it doesn't need to be slow or fast, but it is just a normal pace, and just be mindful whether it is on your breathing or on your steps, the footsteps that you're taking. Okay, so let us start that, and we're going to walk until like 10 fifth. If you are away from your computer or the screen, be sure that you will be back after 3 minutes. Okay, so let us do it. So walk mindfully. Okay, so you may stay where you are and be mindful on your breathing. Okay, so let us turn to the Buddha and we're going to take bows to the Buddha. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I will be using a partial of my cushion to support myself. Okay, so half bow. Okay, so let us sit down. So you may get a comfortable, balanced sitting posture. So I'm going to pull the microphone so you can see. Oh, this is my phone. So I have to turn this do not disturb. Okay, so okay, as you can see, this is my table. So there is only a clock, wooden fish, and things. Okay, so I hope that you can hear me well. So, hey, so you may sit comfortably. So if you are not sitting on a cushion, that will be also perfect. As long as you can calm yourself down, that is the most important things. Okay. So eyeglasses out, um, watch on your wrist or anything that is on your wrist, you can just take it away. And if there is any, if you're wearing a tie, you can loosen the tie, even the bottom of their collar, right? And the button of here on your wrist of your sleeves. If you're wearing long sleeves, okay, loosen your belt a little bit. So sit straight through your spine and get your comfortable, balanced sitting posture. Chin pressed down a little bit, eyes closed, or you may remain half opened. So take 3 deep breaths, fresh air in, and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, let us relax ourselves from head to toe. So relax your scalp, your forehead, and your eyebrows. Relax your eyes and nose. Relax your cheeks and lips. Relax your ears down to your neck and shoulders. Relax your arms and all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your chest and abdomen. Relax your back and your lower back. Relax your legs and all the way down to your toes. So now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe. Now we're going to do it from outside in. So relax your hairs and your skin. Relax your muscles, your nerves, and your blood vessels. Relax your bones and your joints. Relax your inner organs and your brain. Now we have relaxed ourselves from head to toe and from outside in. So now it is time for us to do meditative concentration. So this practice is called mindful breathing. So just be mindful on your breaths. So each breath that you take in and out, you should be mindful. And when taking in, you can check on how deep the air can reach you, and when breathe out, you can check on how long or how short your breath is. So for those who are easily distracted, you may choose the other techniques called breath counting. So just count your breath, take your breathing as a cycle, so breathing in and out as a cycle, and count 1 for the first cycle, count 2 at the following cycle, and so on. You can count up to 5 or count up to 10. And after counting up to 10 or 5, then you can count back, or you can start all over from 1. So there is only one rule for these breath counting techniques. It is when your mind is distracted and you find out, and you are trying to pull it back and start counting from 1. And you may, when you are about to start all over, then you can have 3 deep breaths first to try to pull yourself back and start all over again. So these simple techniques will do the magic. So things very simple that worth to try. We have to try it completely and routinely. Okay, so let us try that, and we can have practice these techniques for a few minutes. Okay, so let us be mindful. So you may open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, and we can do the transitional warm down exercise. So move to the side. Bend forward, backward. Take turns. Rub your hands warm and put your palms on over your eyes and roll your eyes clockwise and counterclockwise. After that, you may rub your face, rub your ears, and comb your head. Massage your neck, shoulders, your arms, rub your hands again, and put your hands against your lower back. Rub it. Massage your neck, your legs. You may put it down. Release your legs and put it down. I'm going to pull myself forward. So sorry for the noise. Okay, I hope that this might reduce the echoes because this is this was a church. Our temple was a church, so the echo or the acoustic is really really nice. So of course there are advantage and disadvantage of a thing, right? So the advantage is that when you're singing, it's effortless, but you have to put much of effort to listen to a speech. Okay, so I will try to pull myself closer to the mic so that you can hear me to avoid more echoes. Okay, I would like to share with you what Foguangshan is and also what our denomination is. Okay, so Foguangshan, my denomination that I belong, is from Chinese Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, and our original denomination is Ren Zai Zen tradition. Okay, so I'm trying to choose whether I'm going to use Chinese or Japanese for the same concept, or for the the denomination, Zen, Renzai, or we call it Ling Ji Chan. Okay. And so this Renzai Chan denomination was very famous on scolding, and beating. So it's like, while you are, meditating, or you're asking questions, you know, or asking for the advice from a venerable or from a Zen master, then you might get a completely different reactions or answers. For example, maybe when you are asking, is there any fundamental or fundamental teachings of Buddha? And then you get scolded, like, go to restroom, okay, go to drink tea, okay, so something like that. Okay, so um, and also, if it is kind of like a very strict one. And so I think that when I went in with the experience of my me and with my master, so not very long, because he was very, he is a very senior master. He is now 98 years old right now, right? So but when he was kind of like when I was with him, there are several incidents that will kind of like make me think about things. Right? Like, oh, what does he's why he says that, why he said so. So it's kind of like very surprised. It's not an ordinary, and not a it's not an advice. Okay. So it's like kind of like, oh, what you should do, what is your problem, and then what you should do, something like that. Okay. But it's kind of like, it's either even like, it's like, a punch. Okay, a punch. Then maybe there is a breakthrough for that, because of that out. There is a force, right? Right. So just like, a balloon is about to pop, right? The way you to for you to pop is you get a needle, right, to poke it, right? Then you get pop, right? So I think that this is what the Renji Zen is looking for, or their way of getting enlightenment. So like, when you're about to pop, like you're about to enlightened, right? The very moment that you're about to enlighten, and there is a push, the final push. Or it's kind of like when you're playing soccer, right? Right. So the the way that you can get the goal, right, to get the point, then that kick is very important, right? So I think master is serving doing his best to have the last kick, right, for the enlightenment, right? But right now, in Fo Guangshan is promoting, or advocating something called humanistic Buddhism. So it is broader, not just you know focusing on Zen, but it's a broader aspect of Buddhism. Okay. So we believe that all of the teachings of the Buddha, including Zen, of course, right, from the original teachings, then up to go through the scholarship, of the scholastic research, or dialect, a debate on the teachings. Then after that, the Mahayana Buddhism and the Tantric ones. Right. So this history, actually, this we call it maybe a revolving of the Buddhist teachings actually can all be represent as a teaching, right, of the Buddha. So we don't just take out a part, a section of the teachings, but instead we include the whole things. We're trying to include the whole things. So you can see the ambitions of my master. So he wrote there. He wrote a book called the Buddha's the humanistic Buddha, humanistic Buddhism, the original intent of the Buddha. Right? So it tells about why he do it, and why he would like to call the whole teaching just like a whole package, right? As humanistic Buddhism. And Buddhism being humanistic is that because we believe that the teachings is really beneficial to the human beings, right? So as a human beings, as being a human, we are we are the species on Earth that can make most changes in the world, right? Okay, so see the buildings that we built, see the cities that we created, see the environment that we ruined also. Okay, so that is, I think that the human beings contributed the most of it. Okay, the most of the construction and also the most destruction of the earth or onto the environment, right? So so we believe that we as a human being can do the change, right? Changing to the for the good, right? Or changing toward the good, right? So that is why there is a Buddha, right? Buddha is here for us to change better, and so that we call enlightenment. Right? And we don't need to seek for help from any other celestial beings, but like by just cultivating from within, then we can get we can get enlightened. Right. So that is the humanistic Buddhism. So my master just said, what is humanistic Buddhism? So humanistic Buddhism is what the Buddha taught, what the human being needs, right? What is beautiful and pure, and what is beneficial. Okay, so these 4 points. So this is what humanistic Buddhism, and that is his conclusion of that. And I believe that all of the teachings are really very beneficial. Okay, but of course, due to the limited of time, right? Okay, we have 24 hours, and we spent like almost like maybe 20 hours to do stuff for us to survive, right? Including sleeping, eating, going to work, right? Okay, exercising, right? So that is for us to survive. And maybe there are very limited time for us to leave, to really get into ourselves, look inward, or look deep inside us to really figure out what we are or who we are. And so I think, and also to read through the teaching of the Buddha, right? Right. So my master also concluded several practices of humanistic Buddhism. One very famous one is called Three Acts of Goodness. And I believe that this was based on a very, very profound teachings. Right? So as I mentioned about like in Agama Sutra, it talks about it talks about this the stages, how we can um, you know how we can improve and to get the right view. So the first one is to do good things, to be a good person, right? So when practicing three acts of goodness, actually uh, we're doing duties, right? We're living as as a human beings, as a person, as a righteous person in the society. And this is the first steps. Okay, and also we have forgivings. So forgivings is that the giving. Okay, so let me, because I always remember it in Chinese, so I'm kind of trying to translate it into English. 给人信心 okay. So uh, give it to give others confidence or faith. 给人希望 give others hope. Give others joys, and give others the convenience, or which we call or like a special skills, right? Or skillful means. Okay. So these four actually talks about, or um, it is the full package of, bodhisattva, right? Or, a path to the the Buddhahood, which we became a bodhisattva. Okay, so when we talk about the three acts of goodness, it's being a virtuous person. It is not enough, right? But we have to progress, we have to move, right? So we will move to the forgivings. Right? So three acts of goodness, usually call it 3G. Forgivings, we call it 4G. Okay, so just like our phone, right? Okay, we are progressing from 3G up to 4G. Now we are having 5G. Okay, so now we don't have 5G here in our denomination, but we got 4G here. Okay, so 4G for giving others confidence, faith, or uh, um, 信心给人，欢喜，OK，方便给人，OK，OK，OK, giving hope, giving giving joy, and giving the skillful means. Right. So I think this is or giving convenience. Okay. So this is a path of bodhisattvahood. Okay. So like giving, trying to help, trying to offer what you have, right? Trying to offer what you are capable. Okay. And when you are doing so, then you are creating a positive energy, or, or we call it positive connections, right? Or positive affinities that will make, kind of like turning the societies toward a better place, right? And you're turning your own personalities and your human web into a good cycle, because you are trying to help, you are trying to contribute, right? And that is, we call it 4G. So actually this is kind of like a progress, right? From 3G to 4G. Okay. And now we have another one, we call it 5 harmony. Okay, so five harmony. So I think this 5 harmony was based on these 3G and 4G. And also we have 5 precepts. That is a very common precepts that almost all the Buddhists should receive. Okay. Right. So that is no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, right, no lying, and no intoxicant. Okay. So that one is also the 5 precepts, and we come up with another one. It's called 5 harmony. So it is from the very as small as an individual, then we push the harmony to be within a family, and then within a community, then within nations, and then the last one is the world. Okay, so actually, when at last, if we really practice five harmony, actually, our ultimate goal is the world peace, right? Harmonious among the world. That's world peace. Right. So that is also a very very broad aspect of my master viewing from micro, as small as an individual, then up to a greater scale, that is my macro, a world. Okay, the worldwide, state, right, or a situation. So I think that when we are really try to practice these, okay, 3G, 4G, and then 5H, okay, or the 5P is five precepts, right? Okay. Then I think I this can conclude the practice of the practice of humanistic Buddhism. So it is simple, but we have to put our we have to do it intentionally, because this is really not easy. Okay, and but simple, but you have to do it full-heartedly. Then I think that we can attain in the world, not expecting for the future, but if we practice it here, right now, then actually our world is already being perfect, and this goodness, okay, will be kind of like a snowball turning, and it will be rolling, and then it will be getting big, and it will be more people will be getting influenced, right? Then we can get this world. We can make this world a perfect world. Then where else you want to go? So for those who, so sometimes we will say, oh, I'm going to trying to, hopeful for, I'm Pure Land Buddhism, right? So I'm hopeful for going to the Pure Land next life. And then but if we really do so, as the master said, as we practice what Venerable Master Xing Yun said, and I believe we're turning the world into a pure land. Okay. And where else you're going to, right? Okay. And and we are all the Buddha, right? We are all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in this pure land, right here, right now. So this is the concept, a very very simple concept of Guangshan, okay, and also the humanistic Buddhism uh, by my master, Venerable Master Xing Yun. So this is something that I would like to share with you. Some might already been practicing it and known it, but I still wanted to talk about it, and I hope that you can, if you would, you like the idea, okay, then you can try to practice that. Okay. This is simple, okay, and worth to try, and please do try it with your heart, full-heartedly. Okay, and also try it into diligent uh, attitude. Okay. Okay. So thank you for listening, and we're going to have a 4 minutes break. So okay, and we're coming back at 11:05. So please come back at 11:05. Okay, so let us stand up and we're going to take bow, have bow to the Buddha, and we have free time for it. So have bow. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so time's up. Okay. I'm trying to not to block the view of the Buddha. Okay, our beautiful Buddha. Okay. So, okay. Okay, and I call the Buddha beautiful. Okay. So, so fine. So let us do the second session of our meditation, seated meditation. Okay. So sometimes when we are talking about meditation, right, then the first things or the first image that came up onto our mind is a seated posture. Right. But actually, this is just a part of the meditation. Okay. So please be reminded to have a comfortable sitting posture. Sit straight through your spine, chin press down a little bit. Keep your eyes half open, or you may close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths, relax yourself, and try to practice the mindful techniques. So, which we can do either breath counting or mindful breathing. So let us be mindful. So you may open your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. So fresh air in and breathe out all of your stress. After taking 3 deep breaths, and we can do the transitional warm down exercise. Okay, so meditation is just like a tug of war with our thoughts. So we're trying to focus on the breathing, but we were dragged by our thoughts, right? So it's kind of like in and out, the process of in and out. So like pulling out and then checking back in. Okay, so with your with your breathing. So my best advice is that this is a process of all of this practice, or this is all about meditation. Okay. So this is part of training. So just be faithful to yourself, because this is just a matter of time for you to get used yourself to get used to with stay focusing on your breathing. Okay, so at that time, so when you are kind of like going in and out, so or try and pull yourself back in, right, onto your breathing, then actually you will find the progress. The progress is that you will see, or you will feel that your breathing is much more clear for you, or you are capable of managing yourself on regulating, you know, the your thoughts, or your concentration, your focus. Okay, so this is a sign of progress, and I believe that as we do it frequently and in a routine basis, then we can really see the progress. And as we see the progress, then we know that this is really useful. So we have confidence, we have faith in the meditation, we have the confidence on ourselves. Then it keeps us doing more or practice more, or we even it is kind of like a fuel us. It's kind of like, and kind of encourage us to do it. Right. So that is something. This is the part of progress, and this is a part of the practice. So I hope that please give yourself time, also give yourself confidence, just like our 4G, right? You give others confidence, so you have to give yourself confidence on the on meditation. Okay, so let us stand up, and we're going to close our meditate the streaming of our meditation, and let us stand up, and we're going to thank the Buddha, and also thank all the good causes and conditions that made this live streaming possible. Okay, so let's stand up. So let us thank to the Buddha and all the causes and conditions that made this live streaming possible. So thank you very much for joining us, and don't forget, if you are in St. Louis and you want to participate the Vesak Day event in person, you may sign up on. We have a sign up, you know, sign up with through Eventbrite. Right? So the link will be in our official website, and also it is also on the official website of Buddhist Council of Greater St. Louis. Just type it in, do some search, and you will find that link. Okay, so thank you very much, and I will see you next week. So bye bye.